Was good. Was good. Yup. You guys see the title. I'm about to start tonight. Um, and I'm gonna be documenting this one. I'm not gonna be live every day. I'm probably gonna come at you niggas when I get like day 3, day 4. Cause I'm gonna start. I wanna cause a lot of people be doing this, and a lot of people be asking me questions. So I want to show you niggas like how I do it. Yeah. Anytime you go on one of these fasts, you need to like look at it as something that is cleansing your body from not just fucking the bacteria and all that physically, but it's also mentally. It's clearing your mind mentally, and it's gonna make you think a lot clearer and be more on point. So I'm about to start my shit tonight, and yeah. If anybody wants to join, just hit me or no, just comment below, and then I'm gonna start tonight, and then we're gonna go for. I'm gonna go for however long. It don't matter. But I'm about to do this shit, and anybody who wants to join, it don't matter how long you're trying to go. It doesn't matter. You can drink salt water because salt water it will help your fast if you're like a beginner. Yep. What I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to make this a lifestyle. Um I'm trying to program my body to make it like a lifestyle. Like my body's already programmed to it, but I'm trying to like integrate it where it's like a lifestyle where I'm trying to get rid of food indefinitely. Because right now I'm eating like once a day, and a lot of you guys may say, "Oh, what's once a day? It's 1 meal a day." People do that, but it's like I only eat like snacks, like little small, like a handful of like chips, and I'll be good throughout the whole day. I don't eat that much, but I'm trying to eliminate that shit because that's too much for me. That's too much for me. And how you eliminate it is you got to like train the body and do the energy exercise. It's not even just fasting. Fasting really ain't good because you guys got to look at it like everybody fasts. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody fasts. So if it was just about just simply doing that, then it wouldn't matter about. Eventually, you'll get to a state where you don't need to eat. You got to do the meditation and shit. That if you don't do that, you're fucked. But yeah, I'm gonna start this shit, and I'm gonna lay low on talking about negative energy on this page. To be honest, the reason why I talk about negative energy is not because it's a problem. It's more so that's what I just like talking about based upon the like this is why like I'm not perfect. So we all have like times we go through low stages and high stages. And usually if I'm in a low state, I'll start talking mess. It's nothing to do with, oh, I'm like, don't get me confused like one of these bitch ass niggas out here who like don't know what to do about life. Like I know exactly what I need to do. If anything, my only problem that I have is that I didn't start when I was like fucking 3 years old. Or I didn't start when I was like 10 years old. That's like my only issue. Other than that, everything else is like I'm gonna get to where I'm gonna get to. It's just a matter of like time. Like I'm more pissed off that I'm not where I'm at right now. Even if I were to get my shit, I'd be like, damn, I should have got my shit earlier. So like that's my issue. I don't have not like these other niggas who like they don't know what's oh, this is the gang stalking program, or I don't know what to do, or we don't know what to do. We need to go and do this. And then shut the fuck up. I'm not confused. Don't get me mixed up with that fucking energy. That's one thing I don't like is that fucking energy of I don't know or nobody knows or what do we do next? Like get the fuck out of here with that shit. How the fuck you not know what to do? You came down here, so you should know what to do. If you don't know what to do, it means you just fucking lost and you need to find out what you need to do, which you can find out. You just got to keep fucking looking. It's like if I fucking put some jewelry on the ground and I say I dropped some jewelry on the ground, you looked around, you couldn't find it. It don't mean it ain't there. You just didn't fucking look hard enough. All these niggas, they didn't look hard enough. So I'm not, don't get me confused with any of that shit. So I'm gonna just lay low on the negativity. And for me personally, how I do that is I just stick to my fasting routine. Because when I'm on my routine and I have like the less food I have in me, the more my vibration increases. When I eat a lot, then that's when I become a demon and I start being more low vibrational. So that's why I have to just get rid of all the food and keep it positive. It's not even about keeping it positive, but just keeping it fucking like real, to be honest, because I have to be who I am. And if I'm in a negative state, then I'm going to have to express negativity. But I shouldn't be in a negative state and then fake and be good and be, that's stupid. So if I'm in a negative state, what I need to do is not fake and show you guys fake positivity. What I need to do is cut the fucking social media, either do that or go back to the drawing board and raise my energy so I can get in a good mindset so I can come at you guys respectfully. That's what you need to do, not faking it. Because when you fake it, it's still gonna manifest because that energy has to come somewhere. So even like if you're a person who has a lot of negative energy and you're acting fake, this is what's going to happen to you is people are going to start being disrespectful for no reason. You think people are coming at you sideways, but in reality, you don't need to be being nice to people when you haven't been nice to yourself. That's why a lot of niggas disrespect you. You say, why does this person come and say this shit to me? Or why this? And I didn't say it. It's because you're not really respecting yourself, because once you respect yourself, you're going to be in a certain mind state where they won't even try that shit. And when they do try, they're going to be scared because they're going to know what time it is. So it's like an energy. It's like, think of it like you wearing a sign saying, come fuck with me anytime you act fake. So you gotta get that shit fixed. You gotta get that shit fixed. But I'm staying positive. I'm done with all the bullshit. I'm done with all the bullshit. Not doing it no more. I just know, I have a feeling there's just a lot of witchcraft going on in this world that's keeping people from going to that next level. It's a lot of shit that you can't see. A lot of these stupid niggas just talk about, oh, they got the programs and the distractions and the people, the TV, and like that's just the fucking what you can see. There's a lot of subconscious programming, a lot of spiritual programming. This is why you see a lot of people doing the same shit every fucking day. They know how to better their lives, but they don't better their lives because there's a lot of witchcraft going on. And you have to first recognize it, and then you gotta fight it so you can get out of that routine. Because a lot of you niggas, you hate bots, but you act like a bot. You do what they do. You eat what they eat. You do the same activities. You watch the shit they watch. So you technically are in their energy. So don't get mad when you manifest that shit. You got to get out of that energy of all these fucking like, everything that has to do with them. Because it's like there's bots and then there's bot behavior, bot activity. You can't say I hate bots and still do bot behavior, bot activity, because you're just going to manifest more bots and you're going to manifest situations like the bots, such as you not being able to advance in life, you feeling like you need to work a 9 to 5, you feeling like, and when you feel like this, it manifests like that. So all these niggas say, oh, you need to go work a 9 to 5, you're going to be, no, they are true, but they're only true for them and for anybody who believes that stupid shit. Look outside, you see fucking people becoming millionaires every day, regardless of what these stupid ass crackers talk about on the news. Oh, the economy, this and that. Don't get me wrong, the economy's fucked up, but like they don't let that be an excuse where, oh, you can't succeed in shit. The fuck? Like there's people becoming, they don't talk about everything on the news because they have to play a narrative. So they want you to be in that rat rail. That's what they keep talking about, the food shortage and the economy and all this shit, which don't get me wrong, you still need to worry about it, but why not look at it like, what can I do to make it so this shit doesn't affect me? People look at it like, oh, the system's gonna collapse, there's no point of doing anything. Whereas like that's fucking retarded. Then when something happens, like when the pandemic happened and whatever, and everyone was fucked up and their businesses got shut down, now everybody wants to complain. But it's like you could have situated yourself where you didn't have to experience that. So everyone just stuck, man. Like I this is why, like I'm saying, like you have to be on this shit. Like the best way to cleanse your energy is fast. Fasting is the best way to cleanse your energy. Ever since I started going hard at it last couple months, it's a lot different. I'm not saying everything is perfect, but I'm able to like see like the bigger picture and shit. Yeah, the mind is very powerful though. So you'll whatever, like, because whatever you think that you have on your mind, you're gonna manifest that. So when you're in a good frequency, you're not gonna manifest the bullshit. Like me, I don't manifest that much so-called gang stalking like I used to. All that shit, I don't manifest that shit as much. And I'm not saying you gotta like, well, whatever. I'm not gonna go into it, but there's a link if anybody wants to join. Yeah, but I'm about to start tonight. If anybody wants to join, just yeah, I'm about to go in on this shit, and I'm gonna hit you guys up at like day 3, day 4. I'll hit you guys up. Because by day 3, day 4, I'd be like a different. Like when I go like right now, like the way my mind is, like my body's so cleansed from this. Once I get to day 3, day 4, I'm in a different world. I'm not in the same world as like right now. Like right now, I'm in a certain world. When I go like past like 3, 4, 5, I'm in a different world. Like everything looks the same, but it doesn't. Everything smells the same, but it doesn't. You see what I'm saying? Like everything just is different. And then like I start thinking differently. Yeah. Yeah. And if you guys haven't already, don't forget to check this out. Still by Pro 2 supplement. You don't have to ever go to a dentist once you take this. Well, that's one of them. The other, this is the more expensive one, but this one actually it has a whole bunch of herbs that heal other shit, so you can heal that. It has a whole bunch of other herbs, so it heals other shit as well. So check that shit out as well. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, but I'm about to start this shit. Guess nobody wants to join. Oh man. I'm actually looking forward to this one tomorrow. I'm looking forward to this one. Yeah. The fuck is this? Man. If anyone wants to join, feel free to join. Yeah, but I got my fucking for when I break my fast, I'm gonna break it with this. I already got my shit. I'm gonna break my fast with some watermelon and shit. I'm gonna try. Hopefully, I can go because if I break my fast, I have to end it with that or fucking like the fruit is the only thing I can end it with right now. If I eat something else, it don't even taste right. It tastes fucking weird. So I'm gonna just have to end my shit with that. Yeah. And no, I didn't buy that one. For all you guys that were wondering, I didn't buy it. Yeah. Somebody asked a question. Your physique, like, what was been working and couldn't jump for that? Yeah. Thank you. Yep. Yeah. That's all you gotta do. Is just. It ain't even really about the physique. It's just if you healthy, that's all that matters. Cause you can have a nice physique like me, like me, whatever, and then somebody can have health issues and shit. Physique really don't is what matters. What's going on within. There's a lot of people with like nice physiques, but yet the shit they eating and what they doing to their body is not even the same as somebody who they don't look as the same, but they healthy within. They cleansing, they healing. So, but I feel yeah, you just got to get rid of those. What I think is you got to get rid of those parasites, because those when you fast a lot, you're gonna start shitting out parasites over time, and as you shit out parasites, your appetite's gonna decrease, and your cravings for like different sweets and food and bread, that shit was gonna decrease. Because the reason you crave all that, because you got a lot of parasites that want that shit. So when you fast a lot, it cleanses all that shit in your colon where they're staying, and then like that's why when you start hitting these like 7, 8, 9 day fasts, you start shitting. Your shit looks hella weird and it smells hella bad. That's like the stuff that's on the wall of the colon. It's coming off when you're fasting. It's cleansing. So when you shit, it flushes out, and that's just what makes you crave junk. Because I know as I kept fasting over these years since 2019 all the way up until now, but even before, like back in 21 is when I started seeing this result. So only like 2 years of fasting. That's when I started, like, my appetite was going away, and I couldn't eat to get full. Like I had to eat one meal, and my stomach couldn't stretch out. It was hard to stretch my stomach out after eating like a lot of food. I mean, like when you like eat and you're full, it was hard for me to do. I couldn't do that. That's because a lot of the shit, left. So did you ever? Yeah, I did sport. I'm good at every sport. Everything I played, golf, I was good at. It just I didn't have really that much endurance. I didn't have endurance because like I had a lot of like issues where like health wise where my endurance wasn't there, so I couldn't really like run hella fast. I could run fast, but like I couldn't keep up. Like I was like the fastest. I was the best at every fucking sport. I beat everyone. It's just my endurance. So like whatever you like, what endurance is, I didn't have that much of that. Yeah, but I was good at every sport, even golf. Like I was at the golf course years ago. Well, not years ago, but like when I was younger, and I was swinging. And my dad was like, "Oh, you swing this shit hella good. These are people good." Like I was always good at shit. Like when it comes to sports, even like dodge. In class we play dodgeball. I used to be the last one. Like nobody can like get the ball, like get me out because I used to be hella fast. Like, and they used to get me eventually, but I used to be in there for a minute. Like everything I was good at, agile. I was hella quick. That's probably even why I'm hella good at like stealing shit from the store. Cause when I be taking shit, it's not like every time I go up in there and I like just walk out. I just sometimes I be like I'll take some shit in front of a whole bunch of people. And nobody will see me because that's how quick I am. I'm hella agile. I'm like I move hella quick. Just pretty much how quick and fast and intellectual my mind is how my physique is. So that's how it plays out the same way. I'm hella fast, quick, and agile. So it's the same shit. Yeah, I play basketball too. Play soccer, basketball. I play fucking like when I tried golf. I didn't play golf for no team, but I tried it. Like I was playing it like recreational, not for no team, but basketball and soccer is what I play for a team, and then that's it really. And then I know I did something else. I forgot. I did tennis for a little bit, and I think that's it. Yeah, and I played like other sports and shit. Like, I did baseball for a little, but that's when I was younger. You do, yeah. Usually, when you come across weird entities, it's usually like because you need to work on yourself more. When you work on yourself more, then you won't come across those as often. And when you do, you'll know how to handle it. Usually, when you come across an entity, it's usually like it's usually like it's like it could be a representation of like your lower self. Like if you're having, especially like if you have nightmares, you see demons and shit, or something's always attacking you. It's not really that thing attacking you. Is in your waking life, you just fucked up. Like you probably have a lot of anxiety. You're probably depressed and miserable. So it plays out as like that depression and anger and your all those bad habits and all the bad things you did. It plays out as a demon. So like the scariest thing that you can think of, like everybody has something that if you haven't healed, like there's something that scares you. So like if you're like in a low vibration and like you're doing all this negative shit, then that's gonna manifest as a demon or an entity. and it's gonna keep fucking with you. But it's not really an entity. That's just you. It's just your fucked up nature. That's you, but all your fucked up action. Once you get rid of that, you cleanse it. It's not gonna be there no more. Because even if it does show up, it wouldn't make sense because you'll be in such a clear mindset. You'll be able to attack that shit and it will run away from you because you have the power. Because it's just representing. Because you'll feel like you're a victim and that thing is powerful than you and strong, but it's not. It's nothing like that. It's the reason it's powerful than you because in your waking life you don't got no power because you succumb to your desires and all your bullshit like animalistic shit and you just negative energy and depressed. So you don't got no power in real life. So how you gonna have power when you get to that world? It's gonna play out as like some demon just fucking with you, and it's like you think that you have no power, but it's like you gotta fix this. Once you fix this world, like you get your shit right now, that won't even fuck with you no more. But yeah, you could come across some weird entities though. Always, you should always question the end. Like, why the fuck is an entity around you? Like, that's what I'll do. If any entities around, like, why the fuck are you here? Like, why are you here? Like, why are you invested? You shouldn't just think it's some friendly shit. Because I'm just worried about other entities and shit. Like, if anything, if anything, if I see another entity, I'm gonna be like, what can you do? If anything, it should be like we're helping each other out, but there's no strings attached. It's not like, oh, I'll give you this or I'll help you. No, I don't want you to help me with something. How can you help me and how can I help you and shit like equally? But on some shit, what is like even it doesn't even have to be like that. Because why the fuck is the entity coming towards you? Like, why does it need your energy? You always gotta question that. Like, why is the entity coming towards you? If it has all these powers and shit to do all these things and make your life good, why does it need you still? So obviously, it needs you, just like you need it, but you don't want to have to need it. So forget what I said about the other shit, because I would just like, you don't want to ever need that shit. Yeah, he said I saw your comment on here. Yeah, motherfuckers be on some stupid shit though. So I have to just call them bitch asses out sometimes. It's like when you, oh yeah, when you eat food last. Oh, this morning I had a little what's it called? A fruit basket with like just like little you know how they have the fruit at the store with like the mixed fruit, whatever. I had some of that and that's it. Yeah. Sometimes I'll eat some unhealthy shit though, but the reason I don't eat like a lot of the reason I don't eat unhealthy, like I don't eat unhealthy, but if I do, it's like something like I'm still picky about it. Like one of the main reasons I don't eat unhealthy is not just because it's bad for me, but I don't even like most of this shit. So by default, I just don't even eat this shit. So if I do eat something unhealthy, it may be like fucking certain. Like I have to make it myself. Like I have to make it. I have to get the ingredients and make it. Like I can't go out anywhere and get something. I just can't. Eating out disgusts the fuck out of me. It disgusts me eating out. Shit's crazy, man. Oh man. Yeah, that's good. But I'm about to start doing my shit tonight. If anybody wants to join, just hit me up. I'm gonna download my fasting app. I'm about to download it on my phone right here, the fasting app, so I can let you guys know like how many days I've been going on it. Yeah. You said your hometown funny, bro. This ain't my hometown. I don't have no hometown. Last time I checked, everywhere I stayed, I had to pay fucking rent. That's not my fucking hometown. Fuck that town. That shit could get set on fire. I'll move to another town. I don't give a fuck about no hometown. People talk about, oh, it's my community. Like, it's funny how they'll be like, why would black people go and destroy their own communities? Like, First of all, black people don't got their own fucking community. Because if they have their own communities, that means we'll have power. When the fuck have you ever seen any race, let alone black people, have any fucking power? So we don't have our own community. Because community equals power. We don't have no human being has no fucking power. Everyone's a fucking wage slave. And if they miss their check, they're about to get kicked out of their community because they don't have rent to pay for their community. So they can miss me with that bullshit. I don't give a fuck about no damn. Until this is why, like, you'll see, like, they'll have. Well, that don't really have nothing to do with it, but you guys gotta understand, like, this world, this society we live in, it's not your society. This is their society. They run it. Until people wake up and know what's going on, they run it. So this ain't your society. People always talk about, oh, this is my hood, this is my street. If it was your street, then how the fuck the cops able to come down and run through it? I guess you say it's your street compared to this gang. Yeah. But it's just funny how people talk about home, like, oh, this is my hood, this is my street. Yeah, that's just funny. Talk about my hood and street. He said I meant Cali. Still not my neighborhood, or still not my hometown. At the end of the day, the only reason I'm here is because right now, where I'm at on my spiritual mission, this is where I'm supposed to be. Once I'm to the next stage, I'm out of here. And I'm not like I'm not even gonna like have a place where I stay at. I'm gonna have multiple like houses and shit where I just stay at. Because I can't stay in one area because I end up not liking that area. Yeah. Yeah, but if anyone has any questions, he says proof you don't need to eat as much. Yeah, I haven't worked out in a minute too. I haven't worked out in a minute. Yeah. I used to give like I remember like, my first 3 day fast, I was skinny as fuck. I ended up ending that fast because I was staying with my grandmother was staying with us. And it was like we lived in a big ass house. So I went downstairs. I remember this is the first 3 day fast back in 2019. This is the first 3 day fast. And the funny thing is, I did all this shit while I had my channel. I didn't do all this shit. I didn't come online while I had my channel. Because I had my channel since 2017 before it got deleted. And as soon as it got deleted, I made this one. So I always been online. So all this shit I've been telling you, nigga, you guys, if you have, so I wish I had my other channel. You can look at the videos and see like where I was going through my illness really badly, and I was fasting, and I wasn't speaking about it, but I was going through it. So like back in the day, I remember like the first 3 day fast I went through, it was crazy because my grandmother was like, "You looking really skinny," and I thought I was gonna be skinny forever. So I ended up ending the fast. I could have went longer. And the funny thing is, that first 3 day fast was actually one of the easiest fasts I did. The first 3 day fast because it's like when I was doing it, I was in like go mode. Because at that point, the day before I started that fast, the infection in my body from my toothache, it got into my blood. And that shit swelled my eye. And my eye was like kind of closing. And I had a dream that I was like gonna go blind. Like I was getting energies like saying like you're gonna go blind and shit. And I couldn't see in my dream. And then my left was I think it was this side. It was swelling and it was hurting. It was hurting like fuck. And this was the day before I was gonna do my fast. I remember the last meal I ate was like some KFC. That's when I used to eat that shit. And then, cause my mom she had bought some KFC and made greens and shit, and I ate it. And then that was the last meal I did my 3 day fast. And then after that first day, I remember like, that my tooth was hella hurting me as well as everything. And then the first day, I remember my tooth got a little like it was a little better. It didn't hurt as much. So I was like, okay, yep, it's the fast. I looked online to see fasting and everything. And it's crazy how I'm telling you the story because as I'm telling you the story, I'm remembering a bunch of shit I already like. I just didn't even. But I remember I watched this video, and it's just the dude was all talking about how he fasted and he healed and all this, and that's what made me really start doing it. And then I was like, okay, let me just start fasting and shit. Yep. And then ever since that day, it was hell though in the beginning though. The first fast was easy, but once I probably like after a couple weeks, that shit was hell because it was like food. It was weird. It was just weird. Like everything was just. It was kind of like I had a food addiction in the beginning because in the beginning of my fast, what happened was like I'll fast for like 4 or 5 days, and then I'll get hella hungry. But like nowadays, when I get hungry, I don't even get hungry like that. I just want some fruit, fresh shit and some fresh food or whatever, or something small, like grains or nuts. But like back then, when I got hungry, I'll like literally eat like a big ass plate of rice and like it's like Nigerian stew. That shit was huge. Like that shit was like a pile of fucking rice. And like it was weird. I was eating hella shit. I ate so much once I couldn't even lay down. I had to stand up for like an hour and a half so my food can like get kind of digested. That's how bad I ate. So much I ate. I was really fucked up back then because that shit really yeah. And then once I started doing the yoga, then it got rid of it. That's why I'm saying you guys gotta do the meditation and the yoga. If you just get on the fasting, you might even develop some food disorders because you gotta crave food even more. Once you do the meditation and and like the energy work, the qigong, the breath work, and you gotta do it for like consistently. Do the qigong for at least 40 minutes a day. And the more sick you are, the more you do it. So if you're really fucked up and you need a lot of energy work, then do it twice a day, 40 minutes each day, morning and night. Then do some breath work. Do this during the fast. Even when you're not doing your fast, still do it. That's what because I'll stop when I wasn't doing my fast, which you don't want to do that because there's people who don't fast and they eat and they still do qigong and they get benefits because it helps your energy. And it's like it's when I say energy, like it's literally energy, like electricity, like this fucking phone. There's that shit is in the atmosphere, and when you do these exercises, you're putting that shit in your energy field, and it heals the body because it's energizing it. It's an actual science. It's not like I'm just saying this shit's not like some spiritual. It's an actual like they can measure the energy in the air. How you think water gets made out of nothing? Like they have machines that make water from the thin air, or they have electricity, like the Nikola Tesla. He made electricity from thin air because there's that electricity. So when you're doing these exercises, you're like channeling that shit within your energetic field. They're like energy storages where you collect it, and then that's when you use it. And then like because also a breatharian is just he's always satiated. So it's not when you like right now. Let's just say you just ate a meal and you're not hungry. You're not going to force yourself to eat because you literally don't want to eat. It's not a question. You're not trying to not eat. You just don't want to eat because you're full. That a breatharian always has that feeling of just not wanting to eat. It's not like they're on a never-ending fast and they need help. Or no, it's like food is poison to them. If you give a breatharian food, he's gonna fucking get sick and his body will reject it. Like go look at this brother Jerome Shaw. He's a liquidarian. Breatharian, liquidarian. He's one of the dudes I do my qigong. I look at his qigong and I do his shit. And this nigga said like when he ate, it's funny because it reminded me when he said this story, it reminded me the same shit that I went through. When I said this, when he said that story, like he ate something and everything in the room got dark, and then his mentality just sunk, and then just that negative energy and just dense and all that shit as soon as he ate. But he didn't eat for like years because he was on liquid diet, like I think it was like liquidarian, and he wasn't eating no solid food. So when he ate that shit, it was hella like fucked up. It fucked him up, and he felt like he ate poison. So it was like once you get on this, your body rejects this shit, and it's not like breatharian. Because I remember I used to tell you niggas that it's about eating for an experience. A breatharian wants to eat to have fun, and some people may do that, but ultimately that's not what really goes down once you reach that maximum point. Because once you reach that point, you don't even want this shit no more because it's poison to your body because you're on that energy stage. Because when you're doing all this meditation and the breatharian, it's in the process. It's changing your mind. You guys got to understand that you're gonna have a different conscious awareness than you doing right now. Right now, you see the world from just the way you see it. You see it differently. Like it's dense. Once you're on this shit, you're seeing it from a different perspective. So the way you think right now is not gonna be how you think once you're really fully on this path. You're gonna be like a different person. He said I'm in Chicago right now. That's what's up. Yeah, I can never go there. That's like one of the least places I want to go. It's Chicago. Like shit, hell no. That's some. I don't know. The energy is just very low out there. I can't. I couldn't do it. It's negative. Yeah. But I feel you. That's what's up. I'm puffing wax and cup. Yeah, I had to get that shit up. I smoked that shit last month on the 24th, and that shit hurt my chest. And ever since that day, I was like, fuck it. Fuck that. And I quit ever since. It was actually October 25th I quit because I had a joint and I tried smoking it again when my chest stopped hurting and it still hurt. So I'm like, fuck that. After that, I went on a fast, tried to heal that, and I stopped smoking. It's been over a month, so that shit should heal. Because even when I was like spitting out and shit, like coughing up shit, it was like fucking black in there. It wasn't dark, but it was like I could see a little black. And that always happens when I smoke a lot of the oils. Once I stop smoking it, it goes away. So I haven't smoked that shit in a month, and I'm done. I can't smoke that shit because they fuck with that shit. The weed, it's not the same weed as it is. Like they did something to the weed. What I think, this is just my opinion, so don't like take it for like anything other than just this is what I'm thinking. So what I think they did was, because you remember back in like 2008, 2007, they were at least out here in my state, they were going hard on like having medical clubs. They had the DEA and the drug enforcement busting people, and it was on the news like every week. This person got busted and shit. All these medical clubs. Now it's like they don't really be busting, and if they do bust, they're busting the growers. But you can't have the medical clubs without the growers. So how the fuck does that work? So I'm like, why are they busting all these people? What I'm thinking is because you have to be. It's a certain type of weed that they release, and it was around like I'll say 2012, 2011. They released a different type of weed, and when they did that, that's when they started making weed more legal and more free. Because there's a lot of they put like a chemical, it's like a GMO in all the weed that's grown. Even when you go to the cannabis clubs, I'm not talking about the dealer, but the cannabis club, they all are packaged. Back in 2013, 12, 11, when you went to a cannabis club, they'll put it in a Ziploc bag. People actually made money because they used to sell their weed to the cannabis club. Now it's like it's only a few brands at the club. There's like a monopoly. You know how they have Walmart? I mean, they have like not Walmart, Burger King, McDonald's, and Jack. It's all fast food. There's only a few of them. It's the same shit with weed. It's the same brand. Every club. It's not no diversity. Like they say, oh, you come over here, it has better weed than there, but not really now because unless you know a grower who knows how to grow this shit specifically, not really. Because you go to the club, they're the same shit. It's because it's all the corporation. So the weed the shit they put in the weed now is like poison. It's just like it's something, and it just started. What I think it started was when they made the cookie strain. You know how they have the Girl Scout cookies? It's weird how that shit came around 2012, and ever since that shit came out, the weed scene was different. It's like because they had the OG Kush back in the day when everybody smoked Kush. Then and everyone was like Kush, OG Kush, and Snoop Dogg did Kush. Everybody talk about Kush, but why is it? When 2012 came, it was cookies, so it was something new. So that cookies is a modified strain, and because when you smoke it, it has a narcotic feel. It kind of feels like you're on a narcotic, like a painkiller. Like the weed is not the same, so they fuck with that weed. So that cookies weed is not the same. It's a different. They put some different shit in it. That's why that strain is different, and they say, oh. It's a secret how they made it, and it's because it's not natural. It's GMO. It's some type of poison they put in that shit. Is what I'm thinking. Because it's just weird. And then ever since then, weed's been legal, and they had it everywhere, and they've been legalizing it. So I'm like, okay, now it's legal, but why before? And the funny thing is, when they were going hard at making it illegal, that's when that shit cost a lot of money. Like you couldn't even niggas was smoking shake, like it was like the buzz. Nobody smokes shake anymore. Everyone has buds and oil. So how the fuck is weed so prevalent now, where everyone has oil, but back in the day, everyone had just shake? So that's why I'm like, they're doing something with the weed. The weed's probably not even the same. That's why there's so much of it. They can mass produce it, or they make the price cheap because it's chemicals. Because what I noticed about this matrix is the more chemicals they put in a product that kill you, the cheaper it's gonna be. The less chemical, or when they put no chemical that's gonna kill you, the more expensive it is. This is why they have organic, and then they have the other shit. It's with everything. Even with the weed, they have like the regular butane, which is like the cheapest, and they have the live resin, which is a little bit more purified, and then they have the rosin, which is the top one, which is supposed to be the most purified. It has nothing in it. That shit's like $80 a gram or 70 a gram after taxes out here. All the other shit's like $20 after taxes and shit. I'm like, why the fuck is a rosin with nothing in it 70? Every club I go to is hella expensive for the rosin. But then the other shit would bet. I asked the lady, she's like, "Oh, we got this deal." And I'm like, "Is there butane in it?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, it has butane." I'm like, "Fuck that." This was like when I was smoking like a year ago, and that's one of the reasons that made me want to quit smoking, because I was like, I can't do this shit no more because all this butane, and I'm not trying to spend $70 on some fucking rosin. So I was like, fuck this shit. Yeah. See, those yoga do help a lot. Definitely. So yeah, you got to keep doing them though. And like, yeah, that yoga shit, that shit, you get a lot of people sleep on yoga. I pity you guys. Like that shit, you got to take that shit serious. I know you make like kind of the way the image of it, and you guys probably think it's not that serious, but that's the shit that they want you to think, like it's not serious, so you don't do it. So you end up wasting a whole bunch of your life not living the way you need to live. Because the yoga, it helps you on a physical level, mental level, and a spiritual level. It helps you on all three. That's what you guys got to understand when it comes to the yoga. It changes the way your mind is, and over time, once you keep doing it, because you have your brain and your organs within this body. Each of these organs are being fed energy through the nervous system. When you have any pressure within the nervous system, such as tension in the neck, such as tense muscles that push on the nervous system, or you may have a bone that's out of place because the muscle's pushing the bone and it's putting a lot of pressure on the nervous system. When you have that, then this causes energy to not flow to those organs. So you may get headaches, you may get illnesses, chest pains, heart palpitate, like all these, just anything that has to do with the organ fucking up because you're not having enough flow. And this is one way of doing it. There's many other ways and shit. So the yoga it releases that blockage over time. And then not only it heals you, it actually allows more spiritual energy to go within those nervous systems. So not only is it healing you, it's allowing more information from your spirit to go within to give you knowledge and more wisdom, and you just know more, you have more awareness. So it's allowing other information as well as healing. So that's what you guys gotta understand. So this yoga, that's what the yoga does. That's what people don't understand. The yoga, it cleanses that. And you don't just do yoga, there's other things you do, like you also fast and cleanse, because like I said, the blood also, if your blood is toxic, it's gonna, you can do all the yoga and have no blockages, but if you have toxic blood, then it's going to play out as in your organs, because you have to also fast just to cleanse out that cellular in the bloodstream. So that's where the fasting comes in, because if you just do the yoga and you have shit in your blood, then you may still have certain issues and mind thought, because the blood houses like the consciousness. So this is where it has um, like like the way you think. If you're in a good mood, and if your blood is dirty and and it's flowing through your body, you're gonna be thinking low vibrational. If you have blockages, you're gonna be thinking low vibrational. Once you release all this and you cleanse that, then that's when you start healing. And then that's you start to have information flow through, and you start seeing reality, experiencing reality differently. When you experience it differently, then things start happening. So you're gonna be a different person than you are right now. Like right now, you're just in your lower self. That's what they call lower self, because you don't know. You think it's it, but once you get out of it, you're gonna be a different individual. And most of the shit you like, you ain't gonna really like, because a lot of that shit is just part of the program that you've been mind controlled. Once you break all that, then you don't. It's like a new slate. Like you didn't always like to fucking go to the store until somebody showed you the fucking store. So it's like not. I'm not saying that it's gonna break it to that level, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like something had to been created. If it could be created, it could be destroyed. There was a first time you tried something, you liked it, and just like that happened, you could also unlike it based upon breaking that programming. If it's something that doesn't serve you, because there's a lot of things that don't serve you. Certain things you're always gonna have that love for because it serves you, like your purpose. But I'm talking about shit that doesn't serve you, that you really don't fuck with spiritually, but your ego fucks with it. So you think you fuck with it, but it's really your ego. I don't puff on no wax pens. I quit October 25th, 2023. That was my date that I quit smoking any type of marijuana. I do not smoke. I will never smoke. I'm not hating on anyone who does smoke, but I will never do it. I already know what it is. I'm not gonna argue with nobody. I know what it is, and I know what they put in it. And as long as I know, that matters. If people want to think that it's the healthiest thing and they want to just do it, then they can go ahead and do it. And last time I even seen that nigga, the dude from Cheech and Chong, one of those niggas, he even said out his mouth this was years ago, back in like the old Facebook days, like around, this like over damn near 10 years ago. This nigga's like, I'll have to stop smoking because it was harming my health. Like he cut back and he was like taking edibles, or he was doing something. Even though edibles aren't good, but he had to stop smoking because that smoke and all that shit, it's not good for your lung. It's damaging the lung. Regardless, fuck the weed. It's not the weed. It's just the smoke itself is damaging that lung. So you can say weed is healthy and everything, and even then the stuff they put in the weed. So I don't smoke it at all. But when I smoked it, I was really into it, and I wasted a lot of money on that shit, and it's just not for me. I like, if I smoke, I won't even be able to advance on my spiritual path, and I'm actually glad for that, because I don't even like smoking. Even before, even like a couple months ago when I was smoking, like I was like, I wanted to quit, but then I always would make an excuse, and I was like, fuck it, I'll cut back. I wasn't smoking a lot, but I was smoking a little. But I wanted to give it up good, because I knew it wouldn't be able to be on my this break. Because if you're trying to go on a breatharian path, you can't have that shit. At least I can't. I'm not gonna speak for everyone, but I've never seen a breatharian smoke anything. That's like, I've never seen that. Impossible. I've never seen it. A breatharian smoke anything, and I've seen like a lot of them, and even the liquidarian ones and fruit. None of them smoke at all. So like, I don't even think you can do that on this path, because when you think about it, the thing is, when you smoke weed, it actually, when you're high, when you're on these breatharian path, and when you're going on these extended day fasts, like over 8, 9, 10 days, and you stay on them, you actually start getting high. Like, if go to Cali Muscle's video, I forgot what, I think he was on day 8. If you go on his fast, and he even says, like, when he was lifting weights, he was all laughing and shit, and then he told his, like, the cameraman, like, I feel a little high, and like he made a little joke, like he said that at Cali Muscle. If you check out his video on day 8 of his fast he just did, I think it was day 8, he was like at the gym, or he was lifting some weights, and I think I remember him saying, he made a joke about that, because you do actually get high, like, because it was weird, because I remember this was back in March of this year, when I moved from Alameda. I moved from the city when I went to the apartment before I went to this one. I remember that week after I moved out from Alameda, I did my fucking fast, right? And what happened? Fuck, what the fuck? Hold on. Hold on, I'm tripping right now. Let me see something. I'm gonna rewind my shit. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. It was what happened. It was weird because I remember this was back in the camera is like I felt a little high, and like he made a little joke. Yeah. He said that at Cali Muscle. If you check out his video on day 8. Yeah, I came home, all right. I was doing my fast, and like this one, I was coming from the Alameda where I was staying at, and I had completed a 7-day fast, and I remember on that 7th day, I was feeling like my mind was so free and clear that I was able to like just analyze everything. It was like it kind of felt like I was high, and I ended that fast, and I had smoked my pen, and I had like when I smoked that pen, I felt hella pain in my head, like I didn't need that. Like I had a better high, and I fucking went and ruined it, and I felt like I was smoking poison. That shit was crazy. And I remember, and then after that, I kept smoking for like a couple weeks, and then it got back to normal. Like my body got adjusted to it. It's like just like I adjusted my body out, I adjusted into it. So that shit was fucking crazy. I just remember that shit was crazy. So like it's telling you like this shit, like you don't need weed because it replaces that shit. And it's not even about any of that because you once you start breaking these programs, you're not gonna want to even smoke anymore. The fact that you want to smoke just shows that you haven't broke the program that they put on your mind. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, and like, cause I'm speaking to myself as well. Like I'm going through shit too. I'm not I'm like speaking based on like, so like it is what it is. Though I'm not telling you, you can do whatever you want to do. All I gotta say, if you're gonna smoke, if you're gonna eat unhealthy, at least do something spiritual. So at least when you die, you can at least complete something. Don't be no stupid bot working at a 9 to 5 and you just smoke and eat, and that's just you just what's the point? Because now you're gonna die and then come back here and like the fuck, what's the point of that? At least if you're gonna do that shit, at least have a spiritual mission in the path. Like some people, they come on a mission, they doing a lot of shit. Maybe it's not their path to worry so much about what they eat and shit because they got a message that's far superior than what they need to do, so they can get them in that position. If that's you, then you have a mission. That's all that matters. But if you're just some dumbass sheep and you ain't doing shit really, it's like you're gonna end up living a life where you're gonna be miserable by the end of your life because of all the shit you ate. You see what I'm saying? So what's the point? You know, and you're gonna be dying for nothing because everything you did was in vain. It was useless. It was pointless. You're an expendable, stupid ass bot. Nobody needs you once you're dead, other than to collect your insurance. So you might as well at least take care of yourself and live the best. Since you don't have no fucking purpose, you can at least make one. But yeah, I don't puff on wax pens. Plus, that saves me a lot of money. I save me a lot of money. I don't even spend money like that no more. I don't even spend money. I don't spend money at all. Because I used to spend my money on eating out and on weed. That's what I used to spend most of my money on. I used to save my money and I used to steal me most of the shit that I used to get, like whatever. So now I don't even do that. So I just spend my money on gas and shit. It's funny because my grandma, when I dropped my, the stuff I got by grandma, I dropped it off and she asked me like, how the fuck you have so much money on gas? You don't even be working. And then when she said that, it made me realize like, damn, I don't even know. Because I be going everywhere. I be going everywhere and anywhere and just be driving around. And then she'd be like, how the fuck you have gas? You don't even be working and shit. It's like, because I don't know. It should be I be just saving my money, most of it. And then other things I just be, but this shit's hella funny. I don't really spend my money on shit. So like I'm able to just spend it mainly on just, and when you're on this breatharian path, you don't really need much. Like you're happy with just very little, really. Not saying that you don't want other shit. It's like I'm happy. It's just like pretty much like this. It's like you eat like you eat. Let me give an example. Like you're happy with one fucking PS5 or some shit. If you had two, yeah, that would be good because you can play upstairs and downstairs. So it's kind of like that. It's like it's good, but shit, who gives a fuck really? Usually, when you eat a lot of unhealthy foods, yeah, that's what I was discussing earlier. It's a parasite, and you just gotta get it out of you. You just gotta keep fasting, and when you keep fasting, when you shit after your fast, you gotta start shitting out. It's gonna look like shit, but it's gonna look kind of weird, and it's gonna have like it just yeah, you'll know it's like shit. It looks weird, and you'll know that it's parasites and like because it's coming from your intestines. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. There's a link. I got an ex girlfriend who was stalking me for your shit. Never expected I don't want to be with her. I don't know. You probably gonna have to just change. There's probably something in your life that you're doing that's allowing that situation to keep happening. Once you do certain things in your life, you're gonna create an auric field, and she won't even want to mess. It's not that she won't want to mess with you. It just is gonna manifest as something happens in her life where she be so busy she forget about you or something. Or it could be she just don't like you, or like you just got to get yourself in a certain mood, like mentality, and then that shit will work. And if that doesn't work, you just have to go far away because sometimes you might have some karma and to deal with, and it's deeper than just that. Or maybe like even if you do what I did, it may take you years to do it because it's almost so. All I gotta say is just shit. Do what I just said the first one, and if not, then just physically get the fuck away from her if you can afford it. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, there's crazy ass bitches out there. You gotta be careful. Like now, it's so weird how like a lot of these bitches be saying how men don't respect them and stuff, but a lot of them aren't even respectable. It's like you don't want nothing to do with most of them, but just whatever. You know what I'm saying? That one thing, like bitch, that's all I fucking need right now is from one thing because your energy's fucked up. You ain't shit, and the way I look at it, I don't even know if I want that because your energy's so fucked up, and I don't want to like fuck up my energy. It's like these bitches, they're not shit, and then they expect the world. Like they always get on the man saying, "Oh, the man needs to have money so he can go out and women can like him." But if a man has money, the women that he's gonna get are gonna be women with money. If he gets any woman with no money, 99.9% chance is just gonna be he's gonna fuck the shit out of her and take advantage and then leave her for somebody else. He's not gonna take that shit serious because the man's not gonna think about I built this empire worth $50 million network and some bitch that's fucking a bum at fucking McDonald's drive-through is gonna come and like make shots. That don't make sense. That's why you don't see no bitches like that with no nigga who's a fucking an entrepreneur or some Mongol or whatever. You don't see nobody like that. You don't see no bum ass bitch with no Mongol ass nigga. What you see is you get what's on your level. And a lot of these bitches, they have the princess like programming because when these bitches were young, they were given that programming that every female is a princess and needs to be treated like a sweet this. And it's like, first of all, what are you really? Are you even fit to have that? And then when a man can't do that, oh, he's not a man for doing that work. I can understand if the man doesn't have certain things, you can kind of say, but you can't just put all the shit on the man. Like, bitch, why are you attracting men who are bums? If every man you say ain't a man and doesn't have money, then why do you keep attracting that man? If you go on Instagram, you see men flying their bitches out to Cabo and putting rings on their finger and spending 100,000 on a fucking wedding banquet, and all this shit. Your fat ass just likes to eat the wedding cake without the wedding because your fat ass can't have it, and you want to complain that she gets the fucking the whole party and that, and I just get the fat ass cake because I'm a fat ass eating and under press. That's what you want to complain about, bitch. That's your fault. You didn't manifest that. You see what I'm saying? Like this is shit that gets me. I don't understand. This shit is crazy. And they want to put all the blame on the man. It's like, first of all, if you a broke ass bitch, there's other broke ass niggas. Get with that, and then you together, both of you guys can help build a business and do something, and then shine together. Why is it always that be the man gotta do this and that? Don't get me wrong. If the man wants some pussy and he has money and the girl don't have money, that's a different story. After he fucks the pussy, then leave the bitch. But to say I'm gonna have a relationship and take that shit serious, and she's a broke ass bitch, and the only thing she gave you was pussy, that don't make no fucking sense. That's stupid. If you want to have money, you have to do it. If like this is it, like if I had money, if I'm gonna be with a bitch, it's gonna be just on some. I'm gonna fuck you and that's it. If you weren't there, if you didn't build nothing for me, then why should I do anything else? If you want something special, then go get you one of those niggas that's on your level who can spend all day talking on the phone because he works at fucking Burger King at night and he can spend all day talking on the phone because they don't have ambitions but just to lay up under a bitch all day watch Netflix. That's the only ambitions this nigga has. So go find somebody like that. Because even when the bitch gets somebody who's actually doing something, since they're a broke bum ass bitch, they're gonna be, oh, you don't have enough time to be, because in order when you're living this fucking Mongol ass lifestyle, you don't have time for family and really people because you're always doing shit. So they're gonna complain that, oh, they're not this, and then they're gonna end up cheating anyway. So like, this shit is all the same thing. Like, it's just all a script. Once you know how to read the scripts and the blueprint, then you already know damn near every situation that's gonna happen. This is why I like how I just explained that. I can look at somebody and explain their life to them probably better than them just by being around them for a few minutes. That's how fucking bots people are. That's how I explained to you how these stupid bitches are. I can explain a average bot and they life and what they're gonna do and what they like and other stupid shit because they're fucking bots. Every this whole you guys talk about we live in a program, we live in a system. This is a system, it's a program. So if you're able to read the program, then you know the program. And then they want to say, this person is this person's hella smart or intelligent or he's a conspiracy. No, I have common sense, motherfucker. Like, people are so retarded and they have no common sense. They look at intellect as certain things that really is not even intellect. It's just really common sense. But yeah, people are so dumb that they don't know the truth really because it's like it's crazy. Shit is crazy. Oh man, you niggas is funny though. Ah man, this shit is funny as fuck. Mercury in Capricorn was today. It went in today. I'm glad it's at a Sagittarius because that Sagittarius made me get really disrespectful because that squares my sun and Saturn's in Pisces. So that's why I was getting really disrespectful to people. There was this. Well, I don't even want to say this story. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to say it because it's kind of fucked up. What I feel bad for doing it, so I don't want to say it. But the dude was just being a dickhead. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to give any more light to that energy. Usually when you get I already read that one. Yeah, that Capricorn is coming up. It squares my moon though, so that's why I really got to be on my fast because I really need to be in my zone. Because when this moon square my Mercury square my moon, shit can get kind of like fuzzy and shit. So I need to be focused. That's one reason I need to start doing my fast. Well, I've been doing it, but like all the reason for me to start tomorrow. Yeah, Yeah, breath work does the same too. You got to do it consistently because breath work is cleansing, is doing the same thing. Is you're cleansing out the body. You got to do that. I have a it's like a workshop I had about years ago. This is like probably like 3 years ago. Yeah, about over 3 years ago. It was a breath work. I still got it. It was on Udemy. It was on sale for like $10. I remember I had bought it. I still got it. So that's what I be using. It's like this Russian nigga. He has a what's it called? A YouTube channel where he does some of his shit. I need to like quote his video or get a link because I don't know his name. It's like some weird ass name. But that's where I do my breath work. Yeah, I think I'll see if I can spell it. It's something like this. When you look it up, you'll see it. It's like something. It spells something like this. And then if you type it on YouTube, it should come up. Like you'll see a dude doing like breath work. It's something like that. That's his page. Yeah, his shit's good though. He be doing like, cause I have the program and he has a whole different like. He has one breath where it's like, it reduces hunger. Like when you're on a fast, it reduces hunger. It's like a certain. It's called bird call or something. I forgot what it's called, but I'll show you niggas one day. Man, oh man, oh man. There's a link if anybody wants to join. Yeah. It's so crazy how the fucking like the whole view thing, man. Like how they fucking with the views. Like it says I have 5 people in here, but I remember when YouTube first came out with the live stream. I would go live, and then people would join my live, just doing random shit. Like they would just be join. Like you know how people used to join people's live just randomly. It's like it's harder to do that now. It's hard. You gotta like really know a channel when they're going live. You can't like before YouTube had it where people would just join people's lives and shit. I remember I used to go live and people used to just join and porn bombing and do all. It's like nowadays they don't do that because the algorithms made where nobody really gets the videos. If you guys don't believe me, all you gotta understand is there are people who have YouTube accounts and they spend tens of thousands of dollars per month marketing their YouTube account and their social media. So if you have a industry and a market of people spending money to get views, do you really think it's gonna be easy for you to just get views? Like, I'm not saying you can't, but it's like you gotta understand like how deep it gets. That they have it controlled. Like that's what they have it controlled. So like it plays into the business and the money because they're gonna keep that economy running. Because if not, then nobody will need to go fucking spend money on marketing and all that shit. That's why, like on Facebook, you can have a page on Facebook and have 1 million subscribers, 1 million likes, and 1 million people are following your page. When you put an ad, it's only gonna reach like 1,000. That's why when you look on the likes, it's like 20 likes, and like how the fuck this person have 20 likes and he got 1 million? It's because it doesn't go to everyone because you gotta pay money, like because they marketing it. Because the internet is a very, 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 very fucking big place. So they with all that people on there, they need to market it, because if they let that, if they don't control the energy flow of it coming in and out, people could go viral overnight and all this other bullshit. So you gotta understand like what the fuck's going on. That's why I'm saying like why they doing this shit. It's weird. This shit should have like hella more viewed people. And I remember when I first made a channel, like 30 views in it. Yeah, but I'm gonna just but I'm about to start my fast tonight. If anybody wants to join, just let me know. You can let me know in the comments or right now. And then, well, it don't even really matter because I'm gonna start it anyways, and then we'll just keep going on it. Or you can start while I'm on it. It don't even matter. You can start tomorrow or the day after, and I'm gonna be on it. I'm doing this for at least 5 days, and then after 5 days, I'm not even gonna take a day break. A day is too much. I used to be taking a day. Now what I'm getting intuitive, what I'm getting and feeling is I need to just do it that same day. Maybe like have a 4 hour, 8 hour eating period. And even when I have that, I'm not gonna be eating all 8 hours. I'm gonna just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like eat like probably a little bit, but I'm not just not like every hour, every minute I'm gonna be eating. Like some of you niggas probably think like, oh, I'm gonna be eating it a whole 8 at night. No, it just that's the period where I'm just gonna do my shit and then probably eat something. And at this point right now, I'm just worried about getting the fast done. That's all I'm really worried about, because even if I do eat something, I know my body's gonna cleanse that shit. But I still want to eat healthy though. But at this point, like because you don't want to overdo yourself and then you burn out, and then so you always want to keep balance. And what's unhealthy to me is probably like some organic like pinto beans or some shit, or like something like that's fucking like junk food to me. That's what I mean. I'm not talking about like McDonald's or like that shit is junk food, or fucking some like what else? Some fucking like chicken breast or some shit. That's organic or something like that. Like that's probably like fucking or brown rice. That's junk food. Like that's shit I'm gonna get rid of like permanently. But if I do eat some, I eat like some plain shit like that, and it's very small. And I only eat that like if I go like on a 5-6 day fast, then I may take a break. But like I said, I'm not doing a break, so I'm cutting my shit down. At this moment right now, I'm probably like I'm probably like I don't know. Like I can go because I'm trying to see how long I want to go on this fast. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I want to do it for at least 5 days. I'm not gonna do it for 5 days. I'm gonna do it for at least 5 days. I'm gonna go beyond 5 days. Anything after 5 days, but no less than 5 days. I'm not going. And then I'm gonna take a break. I was gonna take a day, but I'm not gonna take a day. I'm gonna just do it the same day within like 4 to 8 hours. Cause I gotta hurry up with this shit. There's a lot of like time is going hella faster and shit. It's not even the time is going faster. It's the shit that should have been done, and we need to hurry up because like a lot of you guys think you have a lot of time, but you don't. I don't know, man. It just there's a lot of weird shit be happening. Yeah. I remember this dude came up to me yesterday. He didn't come up to me, but he was walking by me and he was talking to another dude, and then I overheard his conversation, and right like the words that he was walking, and right when he walked by me, he was like, what did he see? Like, well, I remember when I was this age. Like he said the same age that I was. Like how the fuck did he know that? He's like, I remember when I was this age. Damn, time goes by quick. And like that, I right there, that made me think like, okay, the spirit probably made him say that, like that I need to hurry up. Because the way he said my age, and he wasn't talking to me, he's talking to other dudes. Like I remember when I was this age, and he said the same age I was, and he's like, damn, 20 years went by quick. Like he said that, and then like after that, I didn't even know what he said after because he walked away. So like the spirit made me hear that part of the conversation, and when I heard that, I was like, okay, yeah, that shit's crazy. So I need. This is why I say we have to hurry up because a lot of you guys think 10, 15 years is gonna be a long time. What I'm thinking right now is that shit's gonna be very quick. By the time 15 years come, it's gonna be quicker than you expected it, and then you have a lot of regret because you're like, damn, I'm this old and life is already done, and you didn't. So that's what I'm saying because the time is not the same as it was. We need a different energy, so you can't think it's gonna be. So this is why you got to every 24/7, every day you have to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's pretty much the name of the game right now. 24/7 every day. You're supposed to be doing what you're doing, other than if you're just resting or going to sleep. Because if you're not, then you're wasting time, really. Yeah. Especially then, and we got Pluto going into Aquarius next month. So there's gonna be a shift next month collectively. They're gonna probably do a lot of shit. The system, the government, they're gonna be doing a lot of things that are gonna affect the people like collectively. So it's not gonna be like I don't like it's not gonna be like I don't know exactly what's gonna be, but there's gonna be a lot of like programs going on next year because it's a different energy because that Pluto's going into Aquarius. It's leaving Capricorn. Yeah, I'm telling you, nigga, like oh man, yep. Yeah, I'm down with this shit. It's funny, I was just talking about cookies and I was wearing a hat. It said cookies. That shit's fucking hilarious. Got this shit. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end this live stream. I don't know if I'm gonna put this one up. I might. I just don't feel like. I'll probably just leave this one up. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna end this shit, man. I'm gonna end this shit. I'll probably be back on tonight if I'm feeling like it. Yeah.